And now, your 23 sports ticket.
The Rockford IceHogs get one final present before a short holiday break, and that's a game with the Chicago Wolves. Though the Wolves are the defending Calder Cup champions, the IceHogs have a 15-point lead on their division rival. Starting in the first, more than 4 minutes into the game, Nathan Susi with the icebreaker for the Wolves. IceHogs trail 1-0. Rockford, though, would respond midway through the first. Cole Gutman putting it in the back of the nets. Hits his 10th of the season, tying the game at 1. Later in the period, Wolves score right off of the face-off, though, and IceHogs are going to trail 2-1, but it didn't take long for them to respond. 20 seconds later, Brett Sini finds the back of the net. He leads the team with 34 points, and that's his 13th of the season to even it at 2. In the third, 2 goals apiece. It is Alexander Passion finding the back of the net. Hogs are down 3-2. Hogs have won some close games, but they can't quite close this one out. 3-2, your final. The Chicago Bulls are going to drop the first 2 games to the Knicks, but maybe third time's the charm. In the third, Julius Randle drains a 3 with a hand in his face. Bulls trail by 4. Then Patrick Williams drives to the basket and finishes with the slam. It is a 1-point game. Later, RJ Barrett driving to the basket, finishing with the one-handed slam. He had 44 on the night. Then Jalen Brunson draining the 3 to make it a 4-point game. Then in the fourth, it is Nikolai Vucevic wide open. He makes him pay, draining the 3 to tie the game. Then with 6 seconds left on the clock, DeMar DeRozan drains the jumper, gets the foul. Bulls win another game in a thriller, 118-117. And elsewhere in the conference, the Milwaukee Bucks also in New York to face the Nets. Later in the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo driving to the lane for a slam. Bucks up by 1. Later in the quarter, Kyrie Irving is going to pull up from 3. Bucks down now 5. 17 seconds left in the first. Ben Simmons with the putback slam. Bucks trail by 9. In the second, Bucks now down 6. Antetokounmpo with another slam in the paint. Bucks trail by 4 now. Then it is Nick Claxton working one-on-one. He gets the jumper to fall. Bucks down a dozen in the second. Less than 2 minutes left in the first half. Kevin Durant with the fadeaway shot from the elbow. All nets in this one, though, as the Bucks fall 118-100. The temperatures may be cold outside, but inside Harlem High School, the action heats up as more than 24 high school wrestling teams compete in the 34th annual Dvork Invitational, including local teams like Harlem, Dakota, and Belvedere. We're starting off with Freeport's Maddox Olson facing Hononegah's Connor Daimel in Class 145. Daimel wins on a fall in the consolation round. Then in Class 220, Belvedere's Xander Martinez beats Dylan Hogan from Harlem in the first round before losing in the second round to a wrestler from Marist High School. Then moving to Class 182, it is Harlem's Andrew Redmond advancing to the second round in more than 2 minutes before falling to, again, another wrestler from Marist. And finally, in Class 182, it is Hononegah's Elliot Daimel, who came into the day with a 15-1 record, but fell in the second round to an undefeated wrestler from a high school in Wisconsin. Luckily, though, Belvedere and Dakota's teams will be busy on the mat Sunday for the local teams. Each school has 3 boys competing in the semifinals of their respective brackets. And speaking of Harlem, the girls basketball team had a NIC-10 matchup against the Boylan Lady Titans. Less than 2 minutes left in the first. Nikki Harrison with the floater. Huskies lead by 1. Then less than a minute to go, Paige Stovall coming in with the basket. Huskies lead 11-6 after 1. Lady Titans, though, they would close the gap with a 3 from Elena Patalber. Huskies lead now at 2. They call a timeout, think things over. A few plays later, it is Lily Esparza with a bank shot from inside the paint and 1. Giving Boylan a 1-point lead after the free throw. Harlem now with a 1-point lead. Brooklyn Bryan making it 4 with a 3 from the left side. Huskies lead by 2 at the half, but the Lady Titans get the victory behind 22 points from Kaylee Harder in the game, all of which came in the second half. Staying with more girls hoops in the NIC-10, 8-3 Rockford Christian hosting 11-1 Stillman Valley. Caitlin Park with the jump shot for the Royal Lions to tie the game at 3 in the first. But seconds later, Cardinals in transition, and it is Paige Barger with the 3. Cardinals back on top more than midway through the first. Next possession for the Cardinals, count the basket and the foul for Jenna Shelburne. Stillman Valley up 10-3. RC, though, responds with a big shot from Emma Joyner off the bounce pass. And now with seconds left in the quarter, it is Cassidy Proper getting the shot off in time, making it a 14-10 Cardinals lead after the first quarter. Cardinals improved to 12-1 on the season. They beat Rockford Christian 50-36. And moving to the Ice Hogs return to the BMO as they host the Hartford Wolfpack. Hogs trailing by 1 on the second. Josiah Slavin feeding it to DJ Buzdecker for his first of the season. Game tied at 1. On the ensuing faceoff, Hartford's Brandon Cutler bats the puck, putting the Ice Hogs on the power play. This proves to be crucial. It was Rockford's only power play of the game, but they capitalize as it's Michael Tepley giving the Ice Hogs the lead. Just minutes later, Andy Walensky with the slap shot, but it's Turner Elson who slides in for the rebound and the goal, tying the game at 2. But seconds to go in the second, defenseman Philip Roos with the go-ahead goal for the Ice Hogs. And that goal proves to be the game winner as the Ice Hogs beat the Wolfpack 3-2.
And now, your 23 sports ticket.
The Byron Tigers are no strangers to making deep runs in the IHSA playoffs. They've been to the Class 3A title game each of the last 3 seasons, and they're the defending state champions. The Tigers, they look to make it 4 straight, but they're going to face a familiar foe in IC Catholic to make that happen.
So pumped, we're ready to play.
It's going to be another tough game, but looking forward to it.
That was the scene in Elmhurst last season as a 15-14 victory over the Knights sent the Tigers to the state championship. Saturday will be a semifinals rematch between the two schools, and the seniors on Byron's team know what's at stake.
What happened last year, I'm sure they're not happy with it, so we're going to have to play our best game to come out on top.
Senior quarterback Braden Smith has been to the title game with the Tigers twice in 3 seasons. He says the seniors have always left a strong legacy on the program, and this year's class is no different.
I think that we got good leadership, and I think these guys are looking up to us, and they're understanding how to play this game and what to do, and I think overall it's just great leadership.
It's been a crazy ride. Just super fun to be with my teammates and go on this crazy journey.
James Cohn is one of those leaders on the defensive side. He says the connection he has with his teammates is like having a brotherhood.
We just try to encourage them every day and keep them working hard so that they do their job and we do our job and get the job done.
It's an awesome feeling. Just so proud of these kids and how far they've come, since the start of the season. They've worked hard and won some big games down the stretch here.
Head coach Jeff Boyer says it's not easy making it this far in the playoffs. Each player has put in hard work throughout the season and hopes to see their effort pay off Saturday against the Knights.
That's what's exciting about it. It's a huge game. You win this one, you get to play in the state title. They're going to be up for it. We're going to be up for it.
I don't know. We're just so pumped to be here and the chance to go to state again. But one game at a time, we got to take care of IC first before we go on.